Should you check if it's shocked?
You should check if it's shocked.
No, you should check if it's...
Just touch it, Dusty.
I'm not gonna... It's even on? Scratch effect being shocked?
Hang on. All right,
Check.
Dusty, what are we doing?
We're putting up the net for the sheep. You should check if it's shocked. Really? Yeah.
It works.
It does?
Yeah, it's good. So why are we putting up this net?
To keep the sheep from running away.
Okay. But why are we doing it in this area?
We're gonna teach them how the electric net works.
Going to teach them how the electric net works. Really important part of our grazing system. Everything's contained in these electric nets.
Oh yeah. Also, I got sheep.
Little Farmer Froberg got sheep. He presented us with a business plan. He found a breed that's good for the Gulf Coast area for wool. So he wanted to raise wool sheep. And so animals don't just instinctively know to stay in this. And so we have to teach them. And so we build this little pen, and then we set the electric net within the pen. And so if they try to push through it, they can't get out. And then sometimes it's a couple of hours. It could take as long as a couple of days, but it normally doesn't take very long. And they'll get really accustomed to it. And we'll know that they're ready when you see them walk around and they won't get within 12 inches of that netting, they're ready to go out to pasture. So they'll spend the next couple days in here, and that'll be good too, because little Farmer Froberg can spend some time with them and get to know them a little bit. Why don't you tell us about the breed you got?
I've got the Gulf Coast sheep, Gulf Coast sheep. They're used to the heat. They're not really affected by diseases, and I got a bunch of non-registered.
Dusty, we need some shade for your
Sheep.
Man, that electric fence was hot.
Yeah. So, planning to sell your mullet. Are you gonna cut it off when we get our haircuts?
We're not selling my mullet.
Well, we're selling your mullet. On my channel, when I reach 100,000 subscribers, I'm selling your mullet on eBay. I'll give you 30% of the money.
You're crazy. So today is July 25th, which it's July 25th, 2025, and it's the 46th anniversary of Tropical Storm Claudette hitting Alvin, Texas. Fun fact is, right here in Alvin, we still hold the continental United States record for most amount of rainfall in shortest amount of time. And so we were looking at old pictures this morning of my grandpa told my uncle, grab the camera and go down the railroad tracks, because the railroad tracks was the only thing not underwater, and go down the railroad tracks and take pictures, because no one's going to believe it. Like, once the water goes down, nobody's going to believe this is what it looked like. Grab that tarp.
So how much do you think I should start the bidding on eBay for your mullet?
We're not selling my mullet.
We're selling your mullet.
We're not selling my mullet.
It's okay. I'll ask the person who has the haircut, the person who's cutting our hair, for your mullet. Just tell them to cut it straight off, and I'll keep it, save it. I bet you the people would want to buy your mullet. I've got the drill.
So what we're gonna do for little Farmer Froberg's sheep is just build some temporary shade. We got a nice overcast today, but it's pretty hot. They're gonna be in here for a couple of days just to learn the fencing. And so we're gonna build them a little bit of shade. Experience, sheep don't care what it looks like, and so if it's just going to be temporary, no reason to buy anything, just make it function. All right, the tarp. So little farmer Froberg introduced me to this breed. He found it. This is the Gulf Coast sheep. So it's a landrace breed, and landrace breeds are breeds that were domesticated animals that then were let go in the wild, and only the strong survived. And then once that population of essentially wild reintroduced animals was found, they were recaptured and continued to be bred for those strong attributes. And so these are descendants of Spanish sheep, so sheep from Spain that were brought here to the Gulf Coast area in the 1500s, and then when some of the Spanish colonies failed, they were just let go. And so the only sheep that survived were ones that were parasite resistant, ones that were heat tolerant, ones that never had hoof problems. And so they shrunk, right? They got shorter. They didn't grow wool on their legs or their bellies. Again, parasite resistant, super hard feet. And that's what, they were left with, kind of a tan colored wool. And in landrace breeds like this, because in the wild they don't breed for this phenomenal wool, oftentimes you'll get different types of wool, sheep to sheep, which makes it interesting. I think Little Farmer Froberg is excited to raise them. Yeah. Cows and cookies. Plus Alvin FFA's out here, and we got some pickles. Another Wednesday on the farm in the summer. Pretty good. So we just tried the pickled relish.
Yep.
And
Cucumber
the
relish.
cucumber, and then the tomato jam. Both delicious.
Yeah, very good.
Y'all ship, right?
We do.
We
Yep.
juice. You can check out bigsfarm.com.
So the easiest thing actually is go to our Instagram because it's a Shopify site, so it's kind of a thing. But if
Yep.
you go to our Instagram, there's a link to our site there, and you can go and order from us. And we have all of our sweet favorites, our spicy favorites. Only thing not on there is the pickles.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Love it. So every Wednesday and Saturday this summer, we've done a free event right here at the farm. Today we have 3 going on. We have Pickle Day inside the store. So we have our friends at Biggs Farm here who do lots of different pickled items, doing samples. They have pickle kits. It's awesome. Then we have our made-in-house homegrown pickles that we're doing samples of as well. Cinnamon pickles, hot pickles, regular pickles, slices, chips, whole pit, you name it. And then we also got stuff going on outside. So we also have Alvin FFA out here today, which is really important to me, not only because I was a member of Alvin FFA, but also because for 1 year I was an ag teacher and an FFA advisor. And so we still try to work with them any chance we can. And we thought today would be a great opportunity for the FFA kids to come out, do some community service, and they are planting seeds with the kids. So let's go check that out. So the kids have lots of different options to plant. Different flowers, different fruits and vegetables, which is awesome.
I'm Kyler Soule, the president of Alvin FFA, and we're here at Froberg Farms to plant seeds with these kids to teach them about the FFA program and to advocate for the agriculture within our communities.
I think that it's important to advocate for ag because the kids are the future, and I think that if we start them young, then we're set for the future.
We need to teach these kids where their food is coming from and to promote these farmers that are working hard day and night to provide us with the food that feeds our bodies.
And then, of course, everyone knows Miss Finney. That's where Little Farmer Froberg goes and milks the goats in the morning. And she's here with her mini cows. And they can give the cows little cookie treats. It's a lot of fun. So go on, Miss Finney. So much fun.
We've been coming to Froberg's farm for as long as I can remember. I grew up with sweet Ashley Froberg going to school all through grade school, and we used to come out here as young kids and shop and pick back when the old railroad, you could cross it from the other side. And we love it out here. Now we bring our littles out here, and we love the partnerships they have. It's grown so much since we were little kids, and used to run out in the back here, but now there's so much to do, so much fun for not just toddlers, but kids of all ages. And so we've got all about that cheese, Texas snow fruit out here, and Finney Farm always does wonderful things with all sorts of different animals and experiences, and we're just so thankful that Frobergs Farm puts it all on for us.
We love coming to Frobergs Farm. They always try to think of different activities, and they always try to keep it fresh. And for every season, they have fun things. We really love the petting zoo. The animals are gentle, and it just gives the kids an experience that they don't get at home. So go to Frobergs.
Saturday, we're doing a Touch a Tractor event. So it's Touch a Truck and Touch a Tractor. And so an event for kids to come out and they can get on the equipment and stuff, and we'll have someone there to talk about it. And so Alvin Equipment, we're partnering with Alvin Equipment and the Alvin Volunteer Fire Department. And so Alvin Equipment's going to drop this equipment off, and we're going to show them where to put it. Planting the first corn for fall. This is glass gem corn. If you look at it, they look like little gemstones. And we got green corn. Nice green color there. And we got the most famous of all the corns, the bloody butcher corn. This is kind of a highlight there. Then we got blue corn. Blue color. And last, but certainly not least, we have the painted mountain corn. And so ears that can kind of contain a mixture of all the different colors. This will be for our fall festival, right? We can sell stalks. We can also sell the actual dried ears of corn as decorative corn. So pretty excited about it. We got our rows made. Let's go check out our rows out here in the field. We try to raise everything on the farm on beds, even crops like corn that could probably take being raised on the flat, still raise it on a bed. The bayou is right here, and so, you know, when it rains, this will be the first spot to flood, so we might as well just raise it on the bed. It'll do better that way. I want to plant some figs today. Now, the specific area that we're going to look at, we've been working on for 3 years. We've had 3 years of cover crop on them, and then for the last year, in addition to a cover crop, we've been making the rows. And so this ground, it was a little heavier, meaning that it had a higher clay content, so it kind of took some work to really get it right, but it's pretty good now. It's pretty good. We ran water on it a few months back when we had a couple spare days. So all we got to do is hook the water up, and we're going to be in good shape. It's going to be good. We got some rain coming too, and so that'll help big time. This is to measure the space in between the trees. So if a tree goes here, you just drop that pipe, and it'll measure it. That way, you're not having to move a tape measure over and over and over again. This makes it a lot quicker. Perfect. That's good. We got a slight overcast today. Ground's got a little moisture in it. If you're gonna plant in the summer, it's the perfect day to do it. Anytime we plant perennials, grapes, figs, blackberries, whatever it is, I put microlight down because I know it won't burn it. Add a little organic matter back into the ground. It's pretty good. This stuff's pretty good. It's got alfalfa, fish meal, kelp meal, soy meal, wheat middlings, rock phosphate, yucca, all the good stuff, molasses. Planting figs. We grew all these from cuttings, taking them from cuttings from our trees. We would call that a parent tree. And put them in the ground today. You see, we got the root ball nice and moist. That's going to help reduce transplant shock, and it's going to buy us some time. We probably won't get the water on these till tomorrow, and so it'll buy us a little time and keep these trees healthy. But if there is a perfect day to plant in the summer, again, we got an overcast, a little moisture in the ground. Planting in the summer is not ideal. It's the only time that we have time to do it because we're so busy the rest of the year. So if there was a perfect day to do it in the summer, today's the day. This variety is called LSU Gold. So I'm gonna make a note on my phone that starting with the first row, we're planting LSU Gold. We'll make a map on the computer later. LSU Gold. Love it. Love putting an orchard in. In my opinion, perennials are the key to like long-term success for small farms like ours. Perennials tend to be lower maintenance than like an annual vegetable field or what have you, and you know, a little bit of investment in front and it's going to give you something year after year. So we like orchards. Pretty good. So when we talk about perennials, you know that we love mulching. We get all of this mulch dumped by the tree companies that work in all the right-of-ways, but we don't like to mulch right away. Okay, we want these trees' root systems to become established, and to do that you need water. And if we go through after planting and we put a real thick layer of mulch, it's going to be really hard for our drip irrigation to penetrate that mulch and water the root system. And so we just need a couple good rains, you know, maybe 4 weeks tops, 6 weeks at the longest. Let those roots get established, and then we'll come back through here, we'll mulch. That'll help us conserve water in the long run, but for now, we need these roots to have water, to have as much access to water as possible. I love it.